So time value of money means basically, what do you mean by time value of money? It means basically what I can buy with rupees 100 today, I can't buy with 100 with the same rupees 100 after 10 years. Why? Because inflation eats up the money, right? Purchasing power is reduced. So we'll be discussing that. Okay, how it is arrived, what is time value. Okay, before that I would suggest download Adda 24/7 on your mobile. Firstly, do it as fast as you can. Okay, what do you get on this Adda 24/7 app? You get all the video lectures, all the study material for banking as well as non-banking exams. Okay, all the government exams, you'll get it directly as a one-stop solution. Video lectures, live classes, everything. Then why to go here and there, isn't it? Also join Officers at the 24/7 YouTube channel. This channel will give you the daily updates. Also press the bell icon. It will give you the daily updates and daily lectures. New lectures, you'll get it immediately. Okay. Then if you think education is expensive, then try ignorance. Means if you think education is too expensive money wise, or you feel education is too time consuming, then you should try ignoring that education. What will happen after that? You will repent for lifetime. So that's why education is never expensive, but ignorance is. Now Adda 24/7 is the official partner of Macmillan, right? Macmillan, you know, all those who are giving CAIIB will know Macmillan through and through, isn't it? They are the official partners of IIBF, and we are the official partners of Macmillan and IIBF now. Okay, so you see, we are bigger and better basically. So you must join with the leaders always. We are the leader in the industry. Okay, use this code Y432. Now we have started a new batch, ABM, BFM and retail total English batch. Okay, it's started on March 28th, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. June 22 is the target exam. So join that as fast as you can. You are having 77% discount on that. Y432. This code will give you the discount. This is the key to all the solutions. Okay. So I'll tell you at the end how to do that. Okay. So let's start with the topic. Objective questions on time value of money. Now we are basically will be focusing on objective questions, to be frank. Objective questions mean in the sense I'll be solving 5 to 6 problems live along with you. Okay, you will also take the pen and paper and calci in your hand. Okay, so let's try. If A invests rupees 100, if A invests rupees 100 at 7% interest rate for 3 years, what will be the value at the end of 3 years? So always remember one important point. Investment is always either lump sum or it is annuity. Now what is annuity? Annuity is regular payment. Now what are the important parts of annuity? Here, annuity will be called annuity if it has 3 qualities. Number 1, the end duration, end period of that annuity should be known. Number 1. Number 2, the frequency of payment should be fixed. Number 2. And number 3, the amount to be paid at each frequency should be known, right? Like home loan, right? EMIs. So that is annuity. Why? Because you know you have to pay for 15 years or 20 years. End period is known. You have to know you have to pay monthly, right? So frequency is known. You have to pay know the EMI which you have to pay. So amount is also known. So that's why it's called as annuity. And lump sum means what? Like FD. You invest today and take it out after 3 years, 4 years, whatever period you keep it for. So lump sum. There are 2 types of investment. Always remember this. Okay. What is RD? Recurring deposit. RD is again annuity, right? Again, annuities are of 2 types. Okay. Now, I have taken a separate lecture on this. Kindly follow that also. Annuities are of 2 types. Which one? Ordinary annuity and annuity due. Now ordinary means what? If the payment is made at the end of the period, that is called as ordinary. And due means what? If the payment is made at the beginning of the period. Okay. So there are various formulas for this. For due it's separate formula, ordinary it's separate formula. Again we have present value and future value under this. Okay. So that we have, you can check my other lecture. It's a big topic as such. Okay. So we won't be covering the theory part over here. So let's start with the topic. A invests rupees 100 at 7% interest for interest rate for 3 years. What will be the value after 3 years? So 100 rupees at 7% for 3 years. So how many times is rupees 100 invested? Only once, right? So it is lump sum, right? Now if the sum is lump sum, then what is the formula for lump sum? FD formula, which we had that in compound interest, right? This formula in schools also we had this compound interest formula. A equals to P into 1 plus R the whole raised to N, isn't it? P is what? Today's amount. A is what? End amount, right? N is what? The period. So what is it now? P, how much? 100 I have invested. See here, once only, that's why 100 over here. 100 into 1 plus R is what? Rate of interest, 7%. Now what is, how come this 0.07 came? See here, 7%. Percent means, cent means 100. So 7 upon 100, okay, equals to 0.07. Now remember one important part. If it is annually, then it's 7%, 0.07. But if this would have been half yearly, then what would you have done? You would have done 7% upon 2. You would have done that in that case, okay? Presently it's not the case, so we'll forget this, okay? If it's quarterly, 7% upon 4. And always remember, the number by which you divide this are the same number you multiply this n. Always remember. So if this would have been half yearly, then this n would have been 6 and r would have been 7 upon 2, 3.5, isn't it? But now what is asked? Annually, only 1. So keep it 7 only. And n also same, 3 years. So put the values 100 into 1 plus 0.07 raised to 3. So it is 1.07 raised to 3. Now do the calculations yourself over here. 1.07 raised to 3 is what? Check this. Check whether you are getting this value 1.225. Check this. Do it fast. Do it yourself. I want everyone to do it. That's important. Because in exam nobody will come to help you. You have to use your own calci. Okay. So how to do it? 1.07 raised to 3. I'll give you one trick. What you do? 1.07, type it on the calci, that black calci, original one, regular ones which we use in our banks. So type 1.07 over there and then into, and then go on pressing equal to, go on pressing. Up to what time? Up to the time on that calci you will get the number 4 over here. 4, 1 more than this 3. If you want it raised to 7, then the number should be 8 over here on the right side of that black calci. Okay, always follow this trick. Always follow this trick. Okay, now if you want 5 over here raised to 5, so the number over here should be 6, 1 more than what we want. Okay, so 100 into 1.225. okay, so just multiply this, you will get 122.5. so this is my final answer. So my value of rupees 100 at 7% for 3 years kept would be 122.5. Now this is what compound rate. This is compounded because year interest on interest. First year I'll be getting 107, then after that this 7% on 107. That's why this amount increases. Otherwise, if you just calculate it by simple interest, it is 7%. So 100 into 7% is 7 rupees basically. So 777, it should be 21, but it is 22.5 extra. This 1.5 extra came because of I on I, interest on interest, right? So remember the power of compounding. This is called as the power of compounding. Okay, let's move ahead. My grandfather starts giving me gifts of rupees 1 lakh for next 4 years. If the interest rate is 10% per annum, how much will I get at the end of 4 years? So now look how means how lucky somebody is, right? Grandfather is giving 1 lakh rupees per year for 4 years, right? Everyone wishes to have such a grandfather and grandmother, right? Isn't it? Okay, jokes apart, let's move on to the topic. So rupees 1 lakh for next 4 years. So is this 1 lakh given only once? No, this 1 lakh is given every year. So it is called as annuity. Always, right? Annuity means what? Regular payments, period is known, end period is known, and amount is known, right? Frequency is known, amount per frequency is known, and end period is known. All the three things are known over here. End period is what? 4 years. Frequency is what? Every year. What is the amount? 1 lakh, right? So I know everything, that's why it's annuity. So now which type of annuity? annuity due or ordinary annuity. So see here, for next 4 years, when such things are mentioned, it is considered that it's ordinary annuity because it's given at the end of the each year. Okay, or if they want in exam that they want it for due, then they'll give it in writing over there at the beginning of each year. Okay, here it's given, nothing is mentioned, so it's at the end. And also look at this part, how much will I get at the end of 4 years, isn't it? So remember, if they want annuity due in exam, then they'll strictly mention over here that giving me gift of rupees 1 lakh for next 4 years at the beginning of each year. They'll mention it such way. Okay, if they have not mentioned it, it means it's ordinary. Okay, if the interest rate is 10%, then how much will I get? So annuity. Now got this point, ordinary annuity. What is the formula for future value of ordinary annuity? What is the formula? See here, this is the formula. Future value equals to P into, some books call this C, some books call this P, anything you can call it. Okay, P into 1 plus R raised to N minus 1 the whole upon R. See, this is annuity formula. The earlier one was lump sum formula. Okay, so now do the calculations. P into 1 plus R raised to N minus 1 the whole upon R. Remember this formula to the end, till the end. We call it toto, to the toto, right? So now what is P? Every year what the investment is. So investment is 1 lakh. See, this is P. What is R? Rate of interest 10%. See here, given 10%. What is N? N is the period for 4 years. So this is N, right? So all the 3 terms you know. So start calculating. So I'll calculate it over here. So let's see. So future value equals to, I'll write this 1 lakh only, 1 lakh directly into, what is 1 plus R? R is what? 10%. So 1 plus 10%, how will I write now? 0.1, right? Because divided by 100, right? Raised to N is what? 4, isn't it? Minus 1, the whole upon R. R is what? 0.1, same R. Okay, now start calculating. So do it. Equals to, I'll do it here only, equals to 1 lakh into, what is this? 1.1. This is 1.1 raised to 4 minus 1 upon 0.1, isn't it? Correct? Everyone getting the same answer? Try it yourself. Calculations nobody can teach you. Calculations is a thing which you need to practice. Okay, so 1 lakh into, what is 1.1 raised to 4? Okay, so 1.1, you must remember the table of 11, square and cubes of 11. Okay, 11 square is 121, so 1.21. 11 cube is 1.331, and 11 raised to 4 is 146, roughly 1.46. So see this, it is 1.46, okay, minus 1, something you will be getting some more digits also, but not required as such, upon 0.1. So do it now with the calci. So it is 1 lakh into what? 0.46 directly, okay, upon 0.1, right? 0.1. So this becomes what? This becomes 1 lakh into 4.6, isn't it? This becomes 4.6. Point shifted from here, point shifted from here. So it becomes what? 4, 6, and then lakh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. So this amount is 464 roughly. So if you take this 1.467 something, you'll get a slight different answer. But in exam, what's important is these two figures, 4, 6. Yes, somebody might get 4100 extra, somebody might get 4, 5 and then 900 something nearest to this figure. That is important. Okay. So what you get, the final answer, somebody might be getting this, somebody might be getting this. Okay, both the answers are correct. In exams, the options given are too long. If one answer is this, second answer is 6 lakhs, third answer is 3 lakhs. Okay, so such huge are the differences. Don't fight for 4100 or 4200 or 3900. Okay, let's move on. A quarterly repayment of loan carry an interest of 8%. What is the effective rate of interest? Now this question many a times is asked in the banking system. All the customers come to you. See here, you have an FD which you give at let's say 8%. Now it is given quarterly. What is the effective amount which I will be getting if I compound it? Means I put that interest in that FD only. What is the effective amount I will be getting? So this question is always answered this way. Okay, quarterly means what? 8% is for annual. Okay, now what I want quarterly, so divided by 4, 8 upon 2, 8 upon 4, that is equal to 2% per quarter. Okay, and this I have invested it again. So what will be my, how will I calculate this? 1 plus r is to n, always stick to this. 1 plus r is what? 0.02. Why this 0.2? Because 8% divided by 4 is 2 and 2 divided by 100%. Okay, raised to, now it is 1 year. So the number by which you divide r, same number you multiply n also. We want it for 1 year. Because effective rate of interest is always calculated on 1 year only. So actually what do I want is 1 plus 0.08 raised to 1. That's what I want. 1 year and 8%. But this is quarterly. So this I have to divide it by 4. So that's why I come divide it by 4. And then the number by which I divide this number, the same number I will multiply it over here. So 1 into 4, isn't it? So now you calculate. So it is 1.02 raised to 4. Okay. Now if you do the calculation, how will you do it? 1.02 into equal to up to the time you get 5 on the right side of that calci. This again I am telling you the same thing, that calci, black calci which you are having, normal regular calci, right? Here on the right side you get one number, it goes on increasing, that should be one more than this. Okay, so then you will be getting this answer, 1.0824. This is the answer you will be getting. Okay, now once you get this answer, effective rate of interest is what? Forget this one now, don't look at this one, only look at this 0.0824 and multiply it by 100. So it is 8.24%. That is the effective rate of interest. Okay, so effective is what? 8.24%. Got this point? See here, always this is asked many a times in exam also. Okay, next, find the interest rate. Present value is rupees 100, future value is 115.76 in 3 years. So what am I to do? 100 rupees gets converted to 115 in 3 years. Find the rate of interest R. Now what type of investment is this? Lump sum or annuity? Tell me fast. Lump sum or annuity? Lump sum or annuity? Fast. So it is lump sum, isn't it? Lump sum, one stroke we call it, right? So formula is what? Compound interest. This F equals to P into 1 plus R raised to N, right? So what is P over here now? 100, isn't it? 100 into R is what? 1 plus R is what? Rate, that's what we have to find out. R raised to N is what? 3. And F do we know? Yes, 115.76, isn't it? So 115.76 equals to 100 into 1 plus R raised to N. So go on solving now. So bring this 100 on other side. So it is 115.76 upon 100, isn't it? Equals to 1 plus R raised to 3. Now this answer will be what? I'll write this on the other side now. So it equals to, it becomes 1.1576, isn't it? This 100 divided by 100 divides this and it becomes 1.1576. Now I want 1 plus R. So 1 plus R equals to cube root, right? This cube goes on the other side and it becomes cube root, 1.1576. Now it is difficult for you to find cube root. How will you find it in the on the calci? How will you find it? So I'll tell you simple rule. See here, do it in, because we are not allowed scientific calcis over here. So what do you do? 1.1576 raised to 1 upon 3. Now 1 upon 3 you must know. Otherwise, because we are in CAIIB, so we must know this 0.33, right? So this you can definitely find it out. So 1.16 raised to 0.33, it becomes 1.05. So 1 plus R equals to 1.05. So R equals to what? 0, I'll directly write it or I'll show you. Okay, 1.05 minus 1. So it is 0.05 R. Now R you have got it in point, but we want it in percentage. So multiply it by 100. So it is roughly 5%. Somebody of you might be getting it 4.9, somebody might be getting it 5.1. Okay, anything is allowed. Nearby answers are always allowed. Okay. A receives a contract of rupees 15 lakh, providing rupees 3 lakh for 5 years. B receives the contract for the same work, rupees 14 lakh, for same period 5 years, giving 4 lakh upfront and rupees 2 lakh at the end of each year. So, and rate of interest is 10%. So, who is better off? Means who has a better answer or better earning as such? Who will have a better earning? Okay. So what these problems are, basically both these problems are annuity. See here, 15 lakh has no value over here. This word has no value. Providing 3 lakh for 5 years, this has a value. Means I am getting 3 lakh each year for 5 years. So is it annuity? Amount is fixed, period is fixed, frequency is fixed. Okay, so this is annuity. So now the problem is of annuity, but due or due or ordinary? Nothing given, end or beginning. So it is considered as end. Whenever anything is not given, always consider it as ordinary. Okay. So now find the formula. So what is the formula for present value? What is the formula for present value? P equals to present value equals to C into, right? Anyone knows this? Kindly tell me. 1 plus R raised to n minus 1 the whole upon R into 1 plus R raised to n, isn't it? Right? So 2 lakh at the end. See here it's mentioned end, right? So when it is mentioned at the end, it's definitely ordinary. Now do I know everything over here? C means what? We'll consider it for a case only, case of a person. A person, okay? So a person, what is the case? Present value equals to, we have to find the present value, because what are we doing actually? 15 lakhs he is getting within 5 years. So present value of 15 lakhs. Also of this 14 lakhs present value we have to find out. So P equals to what? C is what? C is now 1 lakh. C is what? He is getting 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs into 1 plus R is what? Rate of interest is given as 10%. So I'll directly write it now. 1.1 raised to 5, isn't it? Why should we waste our time now? This upon R is what? 0.1, and this is what? 1.1 raised to 5, isn't it? You've got this? Okay. So now solve it. Go on solving. So equals to 3 lakh into what is this? 1.1 raised to 5 is what? 1.1 raised to 5, 1.61. I've written it over here. So 1.61. You can do it on your calci also. 1.1 raised to 5. 1.1 into equal to up to 6th number. Okay. So you get 1.61. 1.61 minus 1 upon this 0.1 same. Okay, and this again 1.61. Multiply this 1.61. Okay, multiply this. What you get? Equals to 3 lakh into this is what? 0.61. 0.61 upon, do this calculation, 1.61 into 0.1, it is 0.161. Do it fast. Equals to now 3 lakhs into, do it over here. 3 lakhs into, what is this? I'll do it myself also over here. 0.61 upon 1.61. What is the answer? Everyone fast. Let's see who comes fast first, me or you. 0.61 upon 0.161, right? So answer is 3.78, isn't it? 3.78 into 3 lakhs. So What do we get? 3 lakhs into 3.78. So multiply it. What is the answer? Multiplication of this into 3 lakhs now. 350. So we get 1136,645. 1136,645. Do it fast. Do it fast. Do it fast. You are in CAIIB. 1136,645. This is what I am getting it over here. 1136,645 of A. Okay, of A I am getting 1136,645. Now let's see of B. Means present value of A is 11,36,645. Now let's find out for B. B is what? I'll do it over here. Okay, B is, what is B getting? B is getting, firstly, B is getting 4 lakhs upfront. So 4 lakhs present value is 4 lakhs only, isn't it? If I am getting some amount now only, so present value is 4 lakhs, and 2 lakhs for 5 years. For 5 years, right? 5 years. At rate of interest is what? 10% again. Same rate. So again, what will I do? My present value of B will be 4 lakhs plus this present value of 2 lakhs. So now calculations remain for this 2 lakhs only. This is same. So do it now. C into 2 lakhs into same 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 the whole upon r into 1 plus r raised to n. Now tell me one important thing. Will this 1 plus r raised to n minus 1 upon this part change from this part? Means 3.78 what we got over here. Will this part change? Because nothing is changing. This inside part is not changing at all. Only what is changing is 2 lakhs. Right? Here also he is getting 5 years. Here also he is getting R 10%. Here also everything is same, right? So that's why you can directly use this figure 3.78. Okay. So now what do we get? 2 lakhs into 3.78. 2 lakhs into 3.78. What is the answer for that? 2 lakhs into 3.78. Roughly it is 757, 763. This is the rough answer for that. Okay, everyone must get nearer answer to this. Nearer. I don't say exact answer. Nearer. Okay. So what is the present value of B then? 4 lakhs plus this 7.57 lakhs. Right. I'll take this only last figures. These two figures only. So 4 lakhs plus this is 11.57. 0.57 lakhs, isn't it? So what is the answer for B? 11.57. What is the answer for A? 11.36. Isn't it? 11.36. So who has earned better? B has earned better, isn't it? So who is better off? B is better off, isn't it? It's so simple. All what we have to do is just find the present value. Even though see, B is getting 14 lakhs only and A is getting 15 lakhs. Okay, but then also B is better off. B has earned much higher. Why? Because rupees 4 lakh he is getting upfront. Okay, so this is the logic behind the problem. Under the rule of 72, how long will it take for an investment to quadruple in value if the interest rate is 12%? Now quadruplet means what? Quadruplet means 4 times. Now what is the rule of 72? Rule of 72 states that number 1, there are 2 things in rule of 72. One is if I want years to double my amount, years to double, then what is the rule? Divide 72 by ROI, rate of interest, R I would say directly. Okay, and second rule is what? Interest to double, double I'll write it this way only, double, so equals to 72 upon years. See here, what you want, just divide the 72 by the other part. Okay, if you want rate, divide it by year. If you want year, divide it by rate. So what is the question over here? How long will it take? How long means you want years. Okay, and rate of interest is given as 12%. So what is given to me? This 72 upon 12, isn't it? So answer is 6%. Got this point? Answer is 6%. So this how long? Sorry, 6% means years. Okay, it's in years. So 6 years. So if I have a rate of interest of 12%, I'll require 6 years to double with the rule of 72. Okay. If the interest rate changes from 8% this year to 10% next year, what is the future value of rupees 100? Now what is this question? Understand this question properly. See here, there are 2 years given. Okay, means year 1 and year 2. Year 1 it is rate of interest is 8%. Year 2 rate of interest is 10%. Okay, and I am now at the year 0, and I have rupees 100 over here. So what are they asking? What will be the amount at the end of this period? How will you do it? First, what you do, 100 rupees, and 1 year, at the end of 1 year it will be what? 8% on 100. So it is 108. Isn't it? This is simple. Now second year rate of interest is 10%. Now this 10% will be on what? Will it be on 100 or will it be on 108? So remember this, it will be on 108. So 8% into 10%, not 10%, it's increase of 10%. So it will be like this, 108 into 1.1. Why 1.1? So 110 it will be 10% extra. I am getting 10% extra. So it is 1.1 always. If this would have been 20%, then 1.2, 30%, 1.3. Okay. So 108 into 1.1. So the answer is 118.8. This is the answer. Okay. So remember, so what is the final answer for us? Future value of rupees 100 at the end of 2 years is 118.8. Why this 118? Because the rate of interest changed from 8% to 10%. If this would have been same only 8%, then 108 into this wouldn't have been 1.1, this would have been then 1.08, isn't it? Into 108. If this would have been 8% only then. Now it is what? 10%. So forget this part. I am just giving you this as an example. Okay. So it is 1.1. So now the final answer is 118.8. So these were the problems which were to be taken today. Time value of money. Because why did I select theory? We always do it. Theory is not that important. We have in time value theory is quite simple, and also importantly, if you are able to understand the problems here in this problem itself, what theory did we do? We did all this theory: annuity, lump sum, then future value, present value. So theory is automatically covered in time value of money problems. Okay, because time value problems are such that you can't move ahead unless you know the theory. Okay, so this is what the important part was today, and I wanted to take these problems on this. So again, I would suggest join our ABM BFM retail batch, and it is started on March 28, 6 AM to 8 AM. English batch is totally okay. Remember, we solve all the problems, numerical case studies. You are having ABM 12 numericals case studies, BFM 12 numerical case studies in your exam. It's not that easy. 5 marks each into 12. So 60 marks case studies you will be having. It's quite a tough job. Okay. So join the batch fast. And also I will tell you, this 77% off which I was talking of, how to take that? It's very simple. See this. I'll show you how to take this 77% off. It's that simple. Just hold on, I'll show you that. Go to Adda 24/7 here. Type Adda 24/7 over here. Adda 24/7 over here. Once you type this, you'll get all this front page. On this front page, you check this. See this. You get this banking, insurance, JAIIB, CAIIB. This is what you are getting, right? So this is what you are getting. So type JAIIB, CAIIB. Click on this. Now we got this JAIIB, CAIIB. Click on this CAIIB. Okay. Now we will get the batch details. So many batches are there. Here in my name only there are 3 batches. You can join any of the batches. Now I'll tell you the peculiarities of each batch. Okay, in short. So this batch is 22,000 maximum batch. Why? Because it is having ABM, BFM and retail along with Macmillan books. Macmillan books are also provided over here. Okay. This second batch 20,001 is ABM, BFM and Macmillan books. And this third batch is without Macmillan books. Okay, ABM BFM. Now understand this. You'll see, okay, such a huge fees, but not a huge fees. Okay, I'll tell you how to avail the discount. Take this, click on this. You go to that batch. Okay, once you go to that batch, click over here. See this 22,799 view offers. Here you will get all the details of the batch, whichever I have told you, that every starting and everything. Okay, so click on offers. Clicked on offers. See this fees you are saying 22,799. Now put the offer Y432. That's what I told you. Use this code. This code is very important for you. So apply this. Once you apply this, see now the magic behind this amount. 22,799 gets reduced to 5243. 22,799 gets reduced to 5243. My God, it's such a huge discount. You don't even get it on Amazon, right? And this 5243, you'll get Macmillan books also in this. So each Macmillan book, check how much does it cost. Okay, so you'll be getting that also, plus video lectures also, plus everything, right? And what is this? Once you complete CAIIB and you get two increments, you will get this. You will recover this amount in how many months? Not more than 4 months. Everything else is your lifetime achievement then, isn't it? So go for it as fast as you can. Okay, so I'll stop over here and see you in tomorrow's lecture again. Okay, and also importantly, see you in the live classes. Do join the live classes as fast as you can.